Hi everyone, welcome. Hi, how are you doing? Yes, the music was muted. I keep fucking up. Hi, how are you? I shouldn't have said that word in the first... Well, technically it's not the first 30 seconds anymore, is it? Haha. Beat you at that game, YouTube. But welcome everyone, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hello, hello. Hello, Sammy, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. That sketch is going well, can't wait to see more. I can't wait to see more either. I wish I could just see it. I wish I could just see it happening instead of having to figure it out myself. But yes, Cookies, welcome, hi, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Osis Fjord, welcome, hi, hello, how are you doing? No, Fury. Osis Fury. Osis, I'm just gonna call you Osis. You've been here long enough. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Rancor, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. The great mystery of the HDMI cables is that when you need literally any cable, there's 10 HDMI cables in your house. But the second you actually need an HDMI cable, they are nowhere to be found. I think the mystery of HDMI cables has always been for me that they work up until you really need them and you can't go get another one. And that's the moment it decides not to work. And then it works again because it was just trying to fuck you up for that one moment. At least that has been my experience. Wait, are we polishing our own mana gem? Are we going to gain the ability to transform later? Oh, my fool. No, absolutely not. You're gathering mana for me. I'm the shapeshifter. You're the one helping me shift. That's where that lies. We're polishing Elyssia gem and we're totally not being forced to do it. Yeah, you're not being forced to do it! You're not being forced to do it, okay? There isn't any part of that I don't absolutely love. What part of what? What part of what? Part of what? Was just about to write that Ellie forgot the stream today, but she just forgot the BGM. Thank you for helping me notice. Thank you for helping me fix it because I didn't notice. We hire monkeys. Oh my god, hi! It's been such a long time. Welcome. How are you doing? How are you? It's been a bit. Hope you're doing well. Margaret Star, welcome. Hello. I just want to see Ellie as a schoolgirl. Probably one day. But right now we need to finish this one. I want to finish it so bad. It's only the third time that I'm touching it though. Unlike some other of the Ellie illustrations I've done, I'm not really working on this one outside of the stream. I've changed a couple things, but it's very little outside of the stream, and I mostly do little touches here and there so that I can like have a different thumbnail. But I'm not working on it quite a bit, so that's mostly a difference this time around. I'm just not really working on it outside of the stream. But I'm looking forward to finishing it. Had my PC muted. It's good that it wasn't on my side, but except it was on my side. Vorador, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Rexy, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hello. Rancor, did I say hello to you before? I said thank you for helping me fix the music, but did I say hello? Welcome, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hello? Probably, I probably said hello. John Cullen, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Heptanis, welcome, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Richards, welcome, hi, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Show dominance and make your title nothing but swears. I wouldn't be brave enough. I wouldn't dare. I'm too much of a coward to do that. I'm too much of a coward. I would like to, but I'm too much of a coward. Hey yo, Ellie, doing okay I suppose. Gonna start over on my deep diving suit design. How are you? Sometimes starting over is exactly what we need. How am I? Tired. I had to fix the chat again today. For some reason, it like broke on me. And I'm really hoping it's not gonna break once per week, because it's not that it's hard to fix once you already have the fix. Like, now that I figured it out, I knew exactly what to do. But it's still annoying, you know? It still takes time away from the normal things that I could be doing. And I'm also a little bit rushed. I'm trying to... For those who don't know, today is Bree's birthday. Anyone who wants to go and say happy birthday to her, she's... I'm not sure... I think she's not doing anything special, but it's still her birthday regardless. So I haven't had the time to do anything. And today I decided, you know what? Fuck it, we ball. And I decided to try and do something quick. It's not going as quickly as I needed to go, but it's going faster than any other thing that I've ever done because I'm really focusing on trying to get it done by today. So if the chat wouldn't break, I would have some extra time to finish that on a day that I'm rushed. But yeah, that's how I am. That's how I am. Oh boy, another side project. I know. I just... Listen. I like my friends, but I'm really bad at showing affection. Because I'm an introvert, so I regularly just don't talk to people. And so I show my affection, but just at least putting some effort in a gift. Even if I don't have the time. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say to your comment, Rita. Just that sometimes starting over is exactly what we need. Sometimes in starting over, we realize that our brain goes in a different direction, and it's exactly what we wanted. Yes. Got a second monitor finally. Woo! Congratulations. Wish that were me. Got it from a family member because the monitor prices are through the roof right now, but I have no way to connect it currently. Yeah, I actually need a better monitor than the one I use. This one's pretty bad for eyesight. It's just not really high quality, but it's the only thing that I could afford. Because monitor prices are insane. Nirwanda, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Elyssia Snake from Monster Girl Quest. How dare you? How dare you? She's purple, isn't she? She's purple and pink. And she's evil and I'm not. And she's... I don't know, stuff. Doesn't she have horns? Maybe? Does she have horns? Dreams Shattered? Why? Purple and white, I think. Yeah, I think it's purple and white and a lot of red. Ellie controls us with her hypnotic eyes. I haven't done that in a while. I bet a lot of people don't even know that it exists. A lot of you probably don't know this. Do you? I don't use it a lot because I wanna show humans that monster people aren't dangerous and stuff. I always mess up my hours, so that's why I'm not here more. That's perfectly understandable. I mess up my hours all the time. You think I remember what happened 5 minutes ago? My brain is a bowl of jello. Same. Oh my god, same. Oh my god, same. I'm doing good. Also, the drawing is really coming along really great. Thank you. Thank you. That's good to hear. That's good to hear because I'm actually very self-conscious about it. So it's actually nice. It's actually nice to hear that. You say my name perfectly. I try. I really try. Hey, don't worry, Ellie. I still have not finished your birthday present from last year. I barely even started it. I mean, mood. I still haven't finished. Listen, it's gotta be September again, and I still haven't finished Yomi's birthday from last year. I wanna cry. I wanna cry when I think about that, but yeah, I still haven't finished it. Okay, I'm almost at the bottom of the chat, so I'm gonna show you guys the very few changes that I've done. So I last time Crumpets had suggested trying an open mouth for a happier look, and so I tried that in here. As you can see, that's the last phase that I tried. It's an open mouth. And in the other thing that I tried is really working those eyelashes, because they were kind of empty. It was like we have the base shape, but it's not enough. It's not enough. We need like more. And so I also worked on the eyelashes, and now I'm liking those eyelashes a lot. I'm gonna transpose them to the other layers. I still don't know what I want for the mouth though. I still don't know if I want this or this. You know, I think this second one, which is like more smiley, can also work. It can also work, but I think this one is fine. It's enough of a smile and it doesn't feel smug now that I look at it again. Now that I look at it a second time, it no longer feels smug to me. Okay, so the other things that I worked on the eyes like that. I worked on the eyelashes, and the mouth. You know, for the thumbnail. I love my 22 inches glass monitor, which I have 2 of. Oh, that sounds great. Oh, that sounds good. I want one. I never actually played MGQ, actually. Magic Girl Quest! Me neither. I know that some people will not believe me, but me neither. I just know enough about it through osmosis. Through like internet people referencing it, especially when they see me and I'm a lamia. I've had to learn because comparisons. I didn't know about the hypnotic eyes. Yeah, I use them very little. A lot of people probably don't know about the other thing either, which should be very damn forgotten. Yeah, that's why I don't use it anymore. That's why I don't use it anymore. Hope you're doing well, Ollie. Hope you're doing well. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the other thing that I worked on was the hat. As you can see, there's a new hat. We had hat version 1, which is kind of cute. It's kind of cute, but obviously extremely small. If we really were to use something like this, it would have to be bigger. Something like that. And it's not bad. It's not bad per se, but it's just... it doesn't feel as good as the other option. The other option was this one, but I hate the shape. I hate everything. Like I don't like how I did. So I was like, why don't I like it? What's wrong? And I got myself some references. Actually, no, that's not the references because I was like, I don't want to base myself in a drawing. I got these references. Booyah! Real life hats. Love it. So what I noticed was that I was trying to, first of all, I was trying to finish it off here instead of giving it like you see here. Oh, no, I need, okay. Like you see here, I have this, you know, it comes over there and it loops around, and it comes over here and it loops around, and it comes over here and it loops around. So mostly, you know, that's something that I wasn't using. So I gave myself that. I changed that in the hat. And then the other thing that I noticed was that this went like this and like fully the other side here. Same here. Like you see this? And I wasn't getting that feeling, especially on this one and on the one at the bottom. This and this. I was like, man, that's what I'm missing. That is what I'm missing. So get myself another hat. I get myself yet another hat. I'm uncontrollable with this hat. I just really want it to come along good. I just really want it to look fine. Because I love sun hats. I think sun hats are great. I think they complete the look. I think they're necessary. It's also great for like eye protection and stuff. I see, a Pringle-shaped hat. Asuna, welcome. Hey, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Kind of, isn't it? It's kind of like a Pringle. It's kind of like a Pringle. Use what? Zach Matthews, welcome. Hey, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Use this. I don't think you've ever seen it before either. Careful, careful. This might be shocking. This might be shocking. Don't worry. It might look dangerous. But, I promise I won't be doing anything evil, okay? You are going to drink water and try to sleep properly. Yeah, do there we go. There we go. As I said before, I don't use it a lot because, you know, I want humans to trust monster people. But welcome, Zach Matthews. Hope you're having a good day. The open mouth looks better, I think. Okay, well, so far we're gonna keep all of them for now. For now, we're gonna keep all of them. What's your feelings and thoughts on the magical genre anyways? You seem like the type that had a face. Are we talking magical girl genre? Like Maho Shoujo? Or what specific magical genre? Because magical, it's a lot of... It encapsulates a lot of different subgenres. I know about this expression, I just didn't know that you think it's hypnotic, guys. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not that good at it because I focused my practice on my shape-shifting abilities, but hey, it's supposed to... It's supposed to hypnotize people. It's supposed to. Jorge Guzman, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Why do you mean this video is sponsored by? I will never, if I ever feel, guys, if I ever say unironically the words play Shadow Legends, raid Shadow Legends, either I've been replaced or they paid a shit ton more than I thought they would, okay? Lord Pace, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Rib Smog Snake? I don't know. Maybe it didn't look smug from the beginning. Anyway, so I changed the hat. I gave myself eyelashes, and now I was thinking of tackling the hand. As you see, I also got myself references for the hand, which is so scary, so tiresome. I don't like hands. I mean, we're gonna try, obviously. We have to try, but hands, man. Hands are difficult. Hands are difficult and I don't like drawing them. Those hats look like they're for people terrified of showing their eyes. They are for protecting your eyes from the sun, and I think they look great, and I think they are very healthy, and I think they complete the beach look and the beach feel, and I love them. Cute Ellie is great though. You think it's looking cute? Leo, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. I will never drink water and not sleep enough. Got it. Stop it. What do you mean? That's the opposite of what I said. Magical girl genre? Yeah, you caught me. I really like the magical girl genre. I don't see too many of them because I do want to watch things that don't feel too episodic, and a lot of magical girl anime is very episodic by nature, but I do love magical girl anime. I like it quite a bit. They do pay a shit ton? I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it, and by when I see it I mean when they're willing to pay me. I'll believe it when I see it. You know what they say, money talks. The thing about sponsorships like those, I'm gonna say it very low, okay? The thing about sponsorships like those is that once they enter the public consciousness as like the meme that it is, how useful are those sponsorships? Because like when you see someone making a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship, you know that it's not their opinion. It's about the money. It's become such a meme, you know? When you see other things like, I don't know, products that you think are possibly like more unique and that you think you feel like you can trust more, but there are some sponsorships that just feel like who's actually believing what they're saying for some sponsorships, you know? I should never say this. I shouldn't say that. They're never gonna sponsor me anyone. know, there are some brands that I've seen sponsorships of, and then I'm like, ooh, that looks interesting. That looks like a cool product, and I believe that person actually uses it. Raid Shadow Legends, never. Not one time I got the feeling that it was genuine. Well, there goes any of my chances of getting sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. You mean it's not that great of a tactical RPG? What, Raid Shadow Legends? I don't know. I've never touched it. I don't want to. You can't make me. By the way, Ellie, off topic, but was wondering, any plans of Fall Guys with chat someday? I don't remember. Remind me. Has that gone free to play forever? Because last I tried to plan, and last I checked with like the intent to actually plan it, it was still paid and quite expensive. I heard later that it was free, but I thought it was for like a weekend, one of those events like, oh yeah, you can play this game for this week, and then it's over and you got hooked on it and you have to pay for it to keep playing. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it just went free to play at some point and I never found out about it. But it would be fun. I've never played, not even once. Sammy, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? I said hello before, but I guess you weren't here, so welcome now. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Hands and feet, the terror of drawings, though in this case only hands. Yeah, hands are freaking difficult, man. Get at least cute. Shut up. In all honesty, I never really watched magical girl genre. Of course, there was Sailor Moon on TV when I was a kid. I did not watch it much. Okay, Witch was pretty cool, and that's about it. Oh, I loved Witch, but I hated the show. Because I was a very big fan of the original comics. And the show was a complete bastardization of it. It was so bad. It was so awful compared to the comics. And I really love the comics. To the point that I have multiples of several issues. Because there were several issues that I was never able to find. Especially because the entire last arc of the comic was never really commercialized in my country. It was the weirdest thing. Because when it was still being serialized and sold month per month, I got, like, I never skipped a month. The people who sold it knew that if I wasn't around to buy it, they needed to save me one copy. That's how big I was on it. And the last arc, it was the craziest thing because I went in as always for my new issue, and I didn't skip any, and suddenly I don't recognize half the shit that's going on. The characters have new designs, they're talking about things that I didn't see, and I'm like, whoa, what the hell? And I look at the number, and the number is right. Like, if the last one that I had bought was, I don't know, whatever, issue 50, this was issue 51. And it's like, what happened? What happened in between issue 50 and issue 51? Why are they talking about things that I've never seen before? So I don't know what exactly happened, but the last arc was just completely skipped in my country. And so I'm gonna be pissed about that forever. And also there are some issues that I couldn't get because I don't know, I don't remember exactly why. And so I think I'm missing 9 issues of the entire collection. Well, the entire collection as it arrived at my country, which is by default incomplete. And in searching for those issues, in searching for people who had bought them when they were coming out and trying to like get a complete collection, I found people who had numbers that I already owned, and I just bought them again. I just got second copy of a bunch of issues because it was like, well, I already contacted this person and they are selling them. So either I buy them or somebody else buys them, or they end up in a dumpster when the person just gets tired of no one buying them. And I'm not willing to let that happen. So I just have a bunch of repeated issues. This is great. I really love them. I really love Which that's not going terrible. It's not the best hand I've ever seen, but it's not the worst. Right? That's the theme of this drawing, I feel like. I feel like the theme of this drawing is like, yeah, that's not the best I've ever seen, but it's not the worst. Madoka does not appeal to me, and all of the shows trying to be Madoka even less so. Madoka did appeal to me. It was very groundbreaking when it came out. All of the other shows trying to be Madoka, yeah, no, I don't appreciate them because, like, it's all shock over substance to me in a lot of cases. Raid becoming the meme is more valuable than any of its sponsorships because people advertise it while making jokes, but big brands still need to remind people about them. You think those work? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to hear that, yeah, the data shows that they work, but it's still so weird. Like, why would you hear that a game is so bad? Like, the meme is that the game is bad, and then you go and download it. Like, I don't get that. Like, Coca-Cola is paying huge amounts of money for advertising. Can you imagine a person that does not know Coca-Cola? As far as I understand it, for most advertisement, and this is not like from any like advertising class or anything, this is mostly just from like reading online and stuff. As far as I understand it, it's less like getting you to learn about Coca-Cola existing and more about, like, let's use the Wendy's example, because with Coca-Cola it just feels very insincere for me to talk about it because I don't like sodas. But like, the idea is, if Wendy's puts out a lot of like ads, and I end up seeing more Wendy's ads than Burger King ads or whatever, you know? The idea, as far as I understand it, is that when I do feel like having a burger, that my brain immediately says, oh, you want a burger? Let's get Wendy's. You know, it's less about like learning about the company. It's more about making sure that when you do want that one item they sell, that you will turn to them instead of the other possible ways to get the product, as far as I get it. I've seen some people genuinely like what they sponsor, but not often. I've seen a lot of people that genuinely like what they sponsor because, you know, most people that I follow are the people who seem the most genuine. But with things like Raid Shadow Legends, I've only seen it on people that I don't actually think are very selective with their sponsorships, and that ends up giving you that feeling that is not really actually good. I don't actually need the money as I don't desire Lamborghinis and houses in posh parts of London. They don't pay that much. Hey. They don't pay that much. If Raid Shadow Legends paid enough for a flat in London, then oh boy, do I have something to tell you about Raid Shadow Legends. Fall Guys is free to play somewhere. Okay, cool. Apparently, though, some people need it more than integrity. Money? Yeah. I mean, money is that thing you need to be able to, like, eat. And stuff like that. I think this appeared off Steam for some reason. Fall Guys isn't on Steam anymore. Huh, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I had that idea that it was still... I don't know. Maybe it's on Epic? Isn't it an Epic exclusive or something? Hi, I am a Million Pound Fox. Welcome back, Foxy Pouncer. I remember you from before. Welcome. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. I'm An ethical YouTuber won't just promise whatever. If someone has a trustworthy reputation, they probably don't secretly have a negative view of the game they're promoting. No, of course. But most people who do Raid Shadow Legends strike me as the kind of people that do any sponsorship, kinda. And the people who do other kind of like limited product sponsorships are the people that I think really put a lot of not thought, proving, testing the product. I don't know. Mobile game ads are a tricky thing. Mobile game ads, because there's so much game in mobile that is just not good. You know, mobile development is... I'm not gonna say that it's all bad. I myself am a big enjoyer of something like Cookie Run Kingdom, right? Like we know that I play only one gacha game and it's a mobile game. So I'm not gonna sit here and say mobile games are all bad. That would be hypocritical of me. But there is a lot of mobile games that are just bad and specifically designed just to get as much money as possible out of the players. And that's why I guess it's like it's harder to trust when people do sponsorships of mobile games. At least in my opinion. I heard a lot about the Witch comics, but never had a way to read them. I mean, I never had a way to read the entirety of it because it didn't get commercialized completely in my country. I'm so sad about that still. Speaking of Fall Guys, it's actually having its new season starting on the 10th. I've never played it, so I still don't know what the seasons even are. Fall Guys is a lot of fun, actually. First few games you play, you will probably not enjoy it yet, but when you get the feel for the movement, it's way more fun than it looks. I do want to try it. I really do want to try it. I'll see if I find it on Epic. I mean, you guys have said, Sammy said that it's on Epic, so I know that it will be on Epic. But I guess the actual proof is like I'll try to see if I can make it work, and maybe we'll play it. Maybe we'll play it soon. Who knows? Do you think maybe I'll do that as the next member stream? That's not me saying that I completely don't know what to do for member streams yet. By the way, this is a lie. It's not true. But how's the time looking? Is it fine? Is it functional? Should I move on? Should I move on? Leave it to Ellie to perfectly draw the hairlines. They'll be covered, by the way. I didn't perfectly draw the hairlines. They're completely messy. Look, that's completely messy. Super messy. What are you talking about? They're not perfect. I wouldn't say it's something you would want to grind a bunch, but yeah, I can't recall a time where I would play it and not have fun. What, Fall Guys? Yeah, as someone who doesn't care about like the competition side of it, and I'm not one to go crazy over skins and stuff like that. I'm sure that I would just play it for the fun of it and not necessarily like get grindy. Plus, I hate grindy games because I don't have the time to do grindy games, you know? Whatever game I'm playing, it has to be good on its own. Without grinding. I think that's another reason why I haven't tried Pokemon as well. It feels kind of grindy from the outside. And I'm not... Like, I can't do that. I can't grind. Fun fact about Raid Shadow Legends. One dude making a TF2 fan animations parodied it once as Red Shadow Maggots. Someone caught the idea and is making it an actual game, which is a copy of Raid. Why would you do that? Why? What's the point? The story will probably be better. What, that Raid Shadow Legends? Ow! Ow! Did you guys hear that? Hopefully not. That would have been humiliating. Scalping the issue to control the prices. What do you mean scalping the issues? What does that mean? What does scalping the issues? Oh! You saying that I would be buying them to resell them? The issues of which? Nah, man. They are safe and sound in my little box. They're safe and sound in my little box so that they don't gather dust. They're safe and sound in my little box so that they don't gather dust. This is not a call for help, but if anybody knows of any friends who used to read Witch and they would feel comfortable with asking them if they still have any old issues, I'm not going to say that I'm willing to buy whatever I find, but I am going to say it would be very nice to have the information. For no reason at all whatsoever, yes. Yes. Because of this, Ellie never finished her art. It will take a while. Cardcaptor, Sakura, and the OG, the best magical girls. I love Cardcaptor Sakura. I love Cardcaptor Sakura. Absolutely 100% my favorite. But I also never watched Sailor Moon. I'm going to admit it. My poor old i7 is struggling. Struggling with what? With Fall Guys or with Raid Shadow Legends? Seems that the Witch comics only arrived to Poland in 2010, which is years after it was airing on TV. Like years. Seems like they are doing some compilation re-release. Oh, but it's gonna be in Polish. Fuck! I was so ready to ask you to buy some for me. I was so ready to ask you to buy some. It's gonna be in Polish. Oh my god, I want my Witch comics. I want the Witch comics that never got here. I want the story. It's so weird though that they would have like published them only after the show. Like so long after the show. I don't know. In my experience, the show came way after the comics and it was so bad. It was so awful. I personally prefer to read in English, but I refuse to buy secondhand comics unless there's no other way. That's not me. In my case, I bought all of the secondhand that I found. Every now and then, every couple of years, I run another like search. But at this point, I'm pretty sure whoever had them and didn't sell them, I'm pretty sure by now, whatever was left was probably thrown in like downstairs. Unfortunately, because I would have bought it. I would have bought it. I would have gotten it. It was quite a good era of Shaft anime. Shaft? What are you talking about? Vorador? Shaft? Shaft animated Madoka, right? But not any other like OG. I'm pretty sure it didn't animate any OG. Oh, this is bad. If I want that to work, it's gonna have to be much higher. Like there-ish, right? Anyways, it didn't actually animate any of the OG Magical Girl, right? The Raid Shadow Legends memes for sure work. From everything I've learned about marketing, users bring it up on their own. It's a dream come true to any marketing expert. But is it when the entire point of people bringing it up is that it's bad? Like, that's the question. Like, League of Legends, for example, is known for being like, you play League, you fool, you loser, you know? It's one of those things. And the marketing that I think actually works is all of the music videos they've done for some of the skins, the music videos they do for the tournaments, the show, the other games that they do. It feels like what really keeps them in the good place that they have in gamer culture is not really like the meme of like you're a loser for playing League of Legends, but rather all of these other cool shit that they actually produce. That's how I feel, at least. But obviously, feelings are not fact. Makes me think of the ads for alcoholic drinks. They try and make it look like a social event instead of a drink, despite it technically being illegal here in the UK. Well, yeah, because they're selling you the experience. A lot of people don't even like drinking, right? A lot of people don't like the taste of the drink. They just like the feeling of drinking with friends. And so for them, the product isn't so much the drink, it's the experience. Which I guess is what they're trying to really sell you, you know? Let me tell you about our sponsors. Angry Birds. Angry Harpies. Let me tell you about our sponsor, Angry Harpies. Have you ever wanted to play a game, a physics-based game, where you fling harpies at harem protagonists that are much more interested in their lamia companions? Well, now you can! With Angry Harpies! There's a lot of absolute trash on mobile scene, like stuff that wouldn't make it through any form of QA if anyone actually bothered to look at it for 3 seconds. Exactly! Exactly what I mean! Because some Fall Guys games are up to 60 players, so I'm sure all the viewers can fit. 60 players? That's so cool. That is so cool. So are we having a falling rip-off Among Us instead of Puyo Puyo Tetris or Age of Mythology members only? Listen! I didn't say instead! I didn't say instead! But for Puyo Puyo, you guys said that I needed to do the campaign first! So first we need to fit the campaign in, and then we find the, then we find the spot for the tournament. Leo, I promise, te prometo que vamos a hacer el tournament. El torneo. Te prometo. Pero primero tengo que estar la campaña. Messy wear. Clean wear. Clean wear. This line's clean. I watched an Among Us video on Fat Imposter got stuck in the vent. But that's like just a video, right? It's not a game mode. Is there a game mode that allows you to get stuck in the vents? Nah, that's just a video. It's not the actual game, right? Pokemon is not grindy at all. It feels grindy from the outside. Pokemon grindy? Girl, a guy defeated every champion with level 1 teams and posted all of them on YouTube. Well, it feels... From what I know, it feels grindy because you need your Pokemon to level up if you want to beat X or Y gym leader. Heard something? Damn it. No, what did you do to yourself? I bumped the glass bottle against my teeth and it hurt. Listen, it's the trade-off, okay? I haven't thrown water on myself. I haven't thrown water on myself while trying to drink water in at least a month. So as a trade-off, I'm hurting my teeth, apparently. Officer Hot Pants, welcome. Hey, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. I shopped to hear Ellie ask what scalping is. This will be a good one. No, I'm not scalping. I think people raid because it supports their favorite content creators. That's another way of seeing it, right? Like, yeah, maybe raid is shitty. But hey, they're paying my favorite content creator. So I appreciate them for that. That could be something that I see happening. I mean, hell, I know that I never judge my content creators for getting a sponsorship. Except for some of them. I haven't played Raid Shadow Legends personally, but I have played other mobile games that are sometimes sponsoring people. And yeah, when I recognize a predatory mobile game, which I assume Raid is, but I can't judge it because I've never played it, it does make me feel lesser about the content creator. Because, like, I've been there. I know how predatory that game is. You know? The addiction is real? The addiction to what? To which? I'm so addicted to it. Did you watch Open Star Racer, Sally? No, what is it? Someone made a CCS AMV about Do I Creep You? Ouch. Caricature Sakura AMV, Do I Creep You Out? I don't know that I recognize that one. I wouldn't say that the memes about Raid are about how bad it is. It's more about how everywhere the ads are. Nobody really discusses the quality or even what the game is about. Okay, good point, good point, good point. The predatory addiction keeps League alive. You think it's only that and not the tournaments with millions of dollars in prizes? They just name drop it, which is more effective than any sponsorship. Good point, good point. Skullgirls use powers, hypnotic eyes, constriction, poison mechanics, minor shape-shifting. Don't want to copy Double's gimmick. Yeah, minor shape-shifting. Artistry, drawing magic, snake summoning. What do you think? I think the poison mechanic, constriction, hypnotic eyes, and minor shape-shifting sound like very cool for a Skullgirls version of me. They do sound really neat as mechanics. I like them. I like the idea. Artistry? I don't know that I'm enough of an artist. I'm very self-conscious about my art. Drinking alcohol, Mo? I mean, I know that I'm no judge because I personally don't like the taste of alcohol. But I know that a lot of people don't. I know that a lot of people just do it for the experience of like being with friends and stuff. I know that's pretty common. So I have to assume that for a lot of people, it isn't even about the alcohol and it's literally just about the experience. Throw harpies at the dog. Sign up now and get a free mama skin. Let me know. Let me know. I didn't say that, okay? That wasn't my idea. I wasn't the one saying it. But yeah, I would probably download that game. I don't know why. Something tells me that I would download that game. League of Legends is most known for having the most toxic player base in all of gaming. I know. I don't want to touch it with a stick. Don't throw harpies to the dog, Leo. Why do you object? Just to reiterate, why do you think we shouldn't? Nobody said it was you, by the way. We just said the dog, not the dog artist. Nobody mentioned you. So why are you objected to the game, Leo? Nobody said that it was about you. Just realized my drawing has a boneless hand. It happens. Understandable. Very understandable. Let's hide the hats. We don't need them anymore. And let's hide the hands. We don't need it. I think that hand is functional. I think we're gonna keep it. I think at most I would make it bigger. I think it feels a little bit too small. Maybe that's better. Right? I think that's good. Kinda? Maybe? Hopefully. We're gonna pray. We're gonna leave it there and pray and sleep on it. And maybe by next time, I will have changed it somehow. I don't know. Maybe. Now, the back that I'm drawing is based on something that I've either owned or still own. Not entirely sure. But I like that it has a zipper. It's a beach bag. It's specifically done for the beach, right? So I like that it has a zipper on the top so that it's perfectly sealable. Like, absolutely nothing is going to go in or out of the bag without you having the zipper open, which is great for, like, the beach where there's so much sand and stuff, and you want to keep as much of it away as possible. And this thing, the hand tool, the thing that you hang over your shoulder to carry the weight of it. It's very well secured on there, and it's just a lot more spacey than it seems, because it's very secure, but it's not really rigid. So you get to put a lot of stuff in it. It bulks out. It gets really round, but it manages to deal. It manages to deal with it. So that's what we are. That's what we were doing for the bag. Maruka Sayonara, Setsubo Sensei, Bakemonogatari, and other monogatari, Maria Holic, Musically, Hidamari Sketch, Arakawa Under the Bridge. Out of all of those, the only one that I've seen is Maruka. You can beat every single Pokemon game walking from a trainer to the trainer. New games are actually meant to be played that way through, which is nice. Okay, so good. You don't need to do grinding. I really thought you did. Windows needs to relax for a bit. Windows. I know that I'm stupid, but Windows? What were we talking about Windows? Lots of weird popular stuff at the time. My problem with Monogatari is that I think I mentioned this before. It has a lot of writing that lasts one frame. And so there's no way for me to enjoy the show. Because if I try to watch it without pausing to read the writing, I will feel like I didn't watch the complete experience because I didn't read the writing. And if I do pause it to read the writing, the pacing of the episode is going to be absolutely butchered, and I'm not going to enjoy it because I'm interrupting it all the time. So there is literally no way for me to enjoy that show. I can't enjoy it and leave it alone. I just can't. Good at gacha mole equals grindy. Right? It sounds grindy. I'm a bit partial to Denpa, Onna, and Soremachi. I haven't seen either. Raid has an amusing orc girl commercial, and that is the best thing it will ever produce. Amusing orc girl commercial. I've never heard of that one. Do you wanna? I know that we've been talking about sponsorships and marketing and stuff, and it feels very unintuitive for me after everything that I've said to do this, but. Would you please send it over on the Discord? Because I want to see it now. I played thousands of hours of mobile gacha games and had plenty of fun doing so. I do not believe there's a non-predatory one out there. Some are less, some are more, but they all are. I think a lot of games are very predatory in the mobile scene, but I think there are ways and ways, you know? I think I respect the Cookie Run team. Because they do make it, like, obviously the experience is gonna be easier if you buy the packets and whatever, the new characters and whatnot. But I'm a free-to-play player, and I've literally never had too many issues with being free-to-play. The only problem is, like, PvP, right? But PvP is such a small part of the experience that doesn't really affect the rest of the game. I don't know. Since we're doing this, might as well actually tackle the skills here, which is something that I was trying to do last time and I couldn't for some reason. So we're going to go in and just do. No thinking. No thinking, no judging. Just do. Okay? We'll see how we feel when it's done. But for now, We just do. Yes, Ellie? Can we do that? Can we just focus on doing? I think it's working. I think it's working. Oh yeah, by the way, you were saying it's weird that Poland had not had witch comics until a few years after TV airing, but hear this out, Ellie. Shaman King manga did not come to Poland until 2021. The show aired in 2001. What? Why so late? Why so late? What's the point? What? Obviously, anime is like an advertisement for manga. What kind of advertisement works 20 years afterwards? Imagine if all of this time you were drawing in the wrong layer. You know what? That's so weird. So far, I haven't had a single moment this stream of me going, oh no, it's the wrong layer. So you better not have cursed me right now. You better not have jinxed me, okay, Leo? I wasn't the one who came up with the idea of making angry harpies, okay? So don't take it against me. And don't jinx me, please. Please don't jinx me. Naruto that started airing after Shaman King and that never... Wait. Naruto that started airing after Shaman King ended never reached the amount of popularity Shaman King had in Poland, and they still did not actually bring the manga over until 20 years after. It's so weird. That's such a weird decision. That's such a weird... That's what you get for making angry harpies? It was not my idea. It was not my idea! It wasn't my idea! Ignore Windows being weird, by the way. Is that what you meant about Windows before? That Windows needs to come down? I don't know why it's happening. I don't know what's happening. But you know what? I can't worry about everything that doesn't work for me because it will never end. But it wasn't my idea! Oh my god, Duke! Welcome! Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day! Hope you're having a good Duke, why are you waking up at 4 a.m.? Hi, I hope you're having a really good morning, but also are you okay? Hi, how are you? It's really nice to see you here. I hope that it's for good reasons. I just opened the calculator, prepare for takeoff. What? Is your computer struggling that bad that you can't even open calculator? I sent the video on Discord. Thank you. Thank you. Sailor Moon is the most iconic in USA, but CCS came close for a little while. I have a full deck of the Clo card on my bookshelf. I have a full deck of the Clo cards and of the Sakura cards. I have both. And the one thing that I regret not having ever gotten is something that here's the thing. I'm not liking this, by the way. I'm not liking it. The one thing that I never got, by the way, about CCS, Cardcaptor Sakura. The one thing that I never got that I can't remember if I never got it because I saw it only on like online advertising, aka something that never actually arrived in my country, or if I never got it because like it was in my country but I didn't have the money, etc. But as far as I remember, they did sell the staff, right? They did sell the bird staff, an actual like literal staff. Not like custom made, like mass produced. I'm not entirely sure if it ever got commercialized in my country and I didn't have the money, or if I know that it existed because I saw ads online and I was just like, boo, I can't get it. Like most other things that I see, you know? Not entirely sure. But yeah, I never watched Sailor Moon and I feel like bad about it. I feel bad about it, actually. I feel like I'm missing out one of the most iconic, like, anime things. Especially as someone who does like Mahou Shoujo. I feel like it's wrong not to have seen it, you know? Oh yeah, show him scales. I'm trying. They're resisting though. It's proving hard to draw them today. That's because I've never bothered to actually learn how to draw a specific combination of scales and leave it at that. As someone who sheds, you know, I try not to put a lot of value on the way a set of scales looks at any given time. But maybe I should have. Maybe I should have. Princess Tutu Superiority? I haven't seen it either. I need to watch it. I was so excited this year when Meow Meow... Tokyo Mew Mew... It's really... I can't remember what the actual name is right now because it was different when it was aired here. I'm pretty sure it was... The original name is Tokyo Mew Mew. I was so excited when they started making it this last year. I think I even cried. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get to watch the actual story, probably better adapted from the manga, etc, etc. And then I stopped watching it. Because it's really hard for me to find a moment to watch anime. And when I do, it feels like there are so many things that are more talked about in the the current consciousness that maybe I should prioritize those, you know? Little Jason to employ psychological violence, but it wasn't my fault. I meant to wake up at 3 AM to catch the start of the stream. Oh, Duke, please don't push yourself. Please don't push yourself. Hi. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you had a good day yesterday. And I hope you have a great day today. That the rest of the day goes awesome. Oh, that's Sally doing that. I thought that was my computer. No, it was me for some reason. Sometimes the Zoom does that now. It didn't used to, but now it seems like it does. Kalidian, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Oh my god, I'm gonna steal your cloak cards. Is it with a box? Yes. Yes, I have the cloak cards with a box. The Sakura cards, unfortunately, are very much lower quality. I think I might have got them from like a fan creator, actually, or some sort of bootleg. That would make a little sense. But yeah, I don't think you could. I would kill you if you tried to steal my cloak cards. I would kill you. Every once in a while you can hear Windows objecting to something you did to the Zoom for some goddamn reason. I still can't decide. Birdie the Mighty versus Angry Birds versus Opula Bird. I don't know 2 out of those 3. Angry Birds, it sounds familiar, obviously. But Opula Bird? What is that? What is Opula Bird? Yo, I was super excited for the Tokyo Mew Mew reboot. I have not watched it nor the original series either, but I like the designs. I really like the designs. I remember I watched, I think maybe 4 episodes of the reboot, and I was slightly disappointed about some of the choices they made. I understand that a lot of the show is going to be faster. I understand that a lot of the show is going to be different because, like, that's the entire point of the reboot, that you actually adapt the material better than the first time, I would assume. Because the first time they didn't include all of the manga, and I'm wondering if it was because the manga hadn't been completed, you know? That happens quite a bit. But there are some choices that they're making that I just can't vibe with. That I'm just not feeling, you know? god, I'm struggling so much with this hand! I have a nice outline! But I can't finish it! I can't seem to finish it! Clearly the outline is this and this. If we want to grab the half of it would be here. Okay. Half would mean that this is sort of the flipping the bird finger. Can't remember the name right now. And then this would be the ring finger. And that means that if I wanna have the pinky separate, because it's nice when the pinky is separate, I have to put it there. Is this working at all? Probably not. It's probably not working still. I would say I don't know why I'm struggling so much, but it's hands. Of course I'm struggling so much. It's perfectly understandable why I would be struggling so much. It's hands! Shitting and shapeshifting means you don't need the skills to remain consistent. I know, but it makes it hard to figure out every time I have to draw. I'm not sure what is the relevancy of other shows being talked about, to be honest. Eh? I may be dumb, but yeah. Shouldn't prioritize what you want to watch instead of what everyone's talking about? Ah, but you see, I have FOMO. I am the worst user of FOMO. I legitimately guide a lot of my life by FOMO. It's a bane of my existence. It is. And I know it's not good, but like I can't help it. I really struggle with FOMO. This is awful. This hand is disgusting. We're gonna move to something else. Sorry, I can't with this hand. I can't with the scales. I can't with... Let's try doing the scales here. One of these days is going to work. One of these days it's going to work. Okay? And you're all gonna be there to see it happen. You're gonna be there to see how it works. How it actually manages to be decent. Pacifist, by the way. Hey, if someone's trying to steal one of my precious possessions, I think it's justifiable. Challenge accepted. Death is the risk I'm willing to take for my claw cards. For my claw cards, value your life better. Get that not so popular show you wanted to watch and host the Discord watch along marathon. It's not just that it's less popular. It's also like you have the shiny new thing, or you have the story that you technically have already seen. Because yes, it's a different one. It's a different adaptation. But technically, I've already seen that. Right? You know, I've already seen, technically, Tokyo Mew Mew. But I haven't seen other newer anime. By the way, can I talk to you guys about one of the latest animes that I've seen? I've been holding back the desire to make a ranty video and edit it because I don't have the time. But I have been so pissed at this one thing. I watched an anime and I almost didn't watch it because the reviews were pretty freaking bad. The reviews were pretty freaking bad and I almost didn't watch it. And then I watched it and I legitimately really freaking liked it. And I am pissed at the reviews and at the bad press that it gets. Because I think it's fine if you don't like a show. But god damn it, if you're not gonna like a show, at least be genuine about what you don't like about it. And a lot of these reviews seemed like they didn't get what they were watching. Small hands, middle, I don't know. Middle finger, yeah, middle finger. I have small hands, you know this. Really liking the outfit for this one. Need to catch up on all the old VODs. It's a swimsuit. It's a swimsuit Ellie. I knew it. Snake is an AI. Listen, everyone struggles with hands, okay? Not just AI. As Ellie draws an elegant snake lady, I draw a man dressed up as a peanut. The duality of art. It's all art. Let's all start talking about Grindy GRPG so Ellie has to FOMO play them. No, don't worry. I don't get that much FOMO. I don't get that much FOMO. Don't worry, Ellie. Not even AI can make good hands. Yeah, I know. But it will. AI will probably learn how to draw hands faster than I do. To be completely honest. And that sucks. Hands surely be the biggest pain. I've been trying to draw more and I'm still struggling to not make the fingers look like sausages. It's so freaking hard. This is why you put popular shows in your backlog. It repels the FOMO when it's in the backlog. No, it doesn't! I'm pretty much the less interested the more popular something is. There are exceptions, of course, but it doesn't help at all that what is most popular is usually what appeals to the common denominator. Something stops appealing to me even through the FOMO when I can feel that it's absolutely not aimed at me as a consumer. What do I mean by this? I'm someone who, I've said it before, I don't personally find like fight scenes appealing enough for like to hook me on an anime. So when an anime gets like completely hyped up because the fight scenes are so good, then the FOMO gets reduced a lot because I'm not the primary enjoyer of that, you know? And when an anime gets really popular because there's a lot of fan service, I immediately know that that's not like something that I'll care about because that's not what I like in anime. So there are ways to get through the FOMO, and it's when I feel that I'm just not the primary audience for it. Not saying you're an AI trying to draw, but you do have at least one robot OC. Yeah, I do. I only have FOMO about streams. If I can't attend stream regularly, I feel like I'm not a part of a community anymore. Hence why I'm kind of picky with VTubers. I think that's understandable. I think I get that. I feel the same reasons I try to skim through all VODs and Discord because I feel like I might not know what's going on in the community and FOMO. I feel that, I kind of feel the same way with some people, and then with some people, not so much. Especially with bigger people like Hololive, I feel like it's impossible to keep up, and it's impossible to really keep up with the community itself as well. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna feel FOMO for missing stuff when it's too much stuff to keep up on, you know? The anime runs about anime is the series I listened to. I was only gonna rant about like people giving this anime shit for things it doesn't deserve shit for, you know? Sort of the same, I thought, only with the streamers I already want to watch live anyways. If a show is too smart for a person that doesn't want to think and remember information, it usually is not going to be popular. That's the thing. It's about the audience. It's about what the show wants to be and what you as an audience member want out of a show. And it's fine if you don't like a show because that doesn't match. But if you don't like a show for reasons that are beyond the show trying to be something that you don't like, I think it's so freaking unfair. You went so far only to not drop the name of the anime? Oh, I'm gonna catch up on the chat because I have like 5 messages left and I'm going to talk about it. I actually worked out the contradiction of AI art recently. Art itself is a form of self-expression, but computers have no sense of self to express, so they can't create art, just copy a sense of self. That's what I've been saying! It's just a regurgitated, like, mashup of billions of pictures, but it has no intent, it has no feeling, it has no enjoyment of what it's doing, it has no message, you know? Like, it has no feeling behind it. I was super uninterested with Undertale because of how praised it was. Then I watched a playthrough of it and the true ending gave me catharsis. Because you liked it? Because you thought it was good? What are you reading that you find people recommending shows because they have a lot of fan service? From what I have seen in anime communities, that word is used almost exclusively as a negative. Tell me that High School of the Dead or High School DxD or any of those animes with giant bouncing titties are popular because of anything other than fan service. Tell me that Naruto is popular completely outside of it being fan service for a specific type of, like, domination thing. Like, it's... People don't need to say it. People don't need to say it for fan service to be the reason people like something. And again, I am not saying that these shows are bad, but I am saying they are not for me if I don't care about fan service. You know? Fan service should die just like the ecchi genre. I mean, again, I think it's the people and people. But personally, if a show has too much fan service, it will like completely pull me out of it. Like I won't really be able to enjoy parts of it if it's too fan servicey. Unless you talk about fan service in form of references to other things fans may know. Oh, no. We're talking fan services in boob shot, panty shot, ass shot, armpit shot for some goddamn reason. You know, that kind of thing. Dolphin Squared, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. What did I walk into right before I sleep? Just more art. Trying to struggling. I just sat there staring at the inside of my soul. Yeah, Undertale's really good. Like, it's praised because of a good reason. Undertale's true ending is what makes it all worth, to be fair. On my generic playthrough, I did not actually enjoy the game that much. Though it's still sad that the only playthroughs you can watch are either pacifist or genocide. The normal route is a build-up to the true ending experience. Yeah, I think it's part of the same experience, though. Cough Konosuba? Well, actually, everyone talks about how good Konosuba is. I personally couldn't really bear it because of the fan service. Personally. And again, I'm not saying it's a bad show. I'm saying, like, it makes me feel alienated. You know? It makes me feel alienated when it feels like at least 50% of the experience they're selling is, hey, get horny at these girls. Because, like, that's not the experience I'm seeking, personally. It's just not. It makes me feel icky. You know, I hated a horror anime because adapted from a manga because they seriously changed the main girl into some fan service overload. I wouldn't know what that is because I don't watch horror, so I wouldn't have any idea what you're talking about. I unironically watched Infinite Stratus for the cool mecha combat and also don't know what that's from. I also don't recognize the name of that one. Fortunately, Snake is also a sticky dollar bill. Hey! Hey! We've talked about this! I'm say-so! I curse a lot, but I'm say-so! Okay? Oh my god. Come on, Windows! There we go. I remember watching a good video about fan service and how it's used well and used wrong. I would be interested in watching that, actually. It sounds like a cool video to watch. I like something called The Little Lies We All Tell. It was just so nonsensical or random. The Little Lies We All Tell does not ring a bell for me. Good fan service is bad. There's good fan service like letting Vegeta, Kaiba, or Ken win a fight for once, so the fans will be finally happy. Oh, see, when I say fan service, I'm mostly talking about like the panty shots and the booba shots and all those like unnecessarily like get horny shots. Konosuba has good basis, but the fan service is very intrusive. Also, Rosario plus Vampire literally opens with a panty shot and the writing itself is shit. I quit watching it like 2 or 3 episodes in. That's probably what my experience would be. I should feel alienated because I don't watch anime. To be honest, most anime tropes make me cringe. I totally understand that. I would say you probably started with the wrong anime. Because I feel like most of my friends who don't like anime have that experience because they got introduced with all the tropey things instead of getting used to them little by little. Once you get used to them little by little, they become more like manageable. Some of them never do. Some of them never do. One that will never become manageable for me is, oh no, I am tripping and I am going to fall in the exact position necessary for me to be putting my boobs on your hands, boy protagonist that was innocently there and is now for some goddamn reason squeezing. But it's not your fault, right? Because I fell. That one, I don't think I'll ever be able to manage, honestly. Like, I don't think I'll be able to to deal with that one ever. Yeah. The examples you gave, High School of the Dead, High School DnD, DHD, are actually exceptions to the rule of fan service. Those animes in particular are considered to have extremely good story. Among the fan service types, plot with plot... It has a scene of a bullet traveling between 2 big breasts that move in no way. Breasts actually move. I hate wanting. Here's the thing. Maybe it's good, but I can't watch it. It alienates me, and it makes I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. I hate wanting to watch a show, then having way too much uncomfortable scenes that you pray no one sees you watching. It just pulls me out of the experience. So to sum up, you make sure I understand correctly. To make sure I understand correctly, your full statement is that you are not interested in shows that are praised for the fan service, which you know are that even through the. Your full statement is that you are not interested in shows that are praised for their fan service, which you know are that even though people do not actually say they're recommended for fan service. Pretty much what I'm saying is that I'm not interested in shows that get praised for what is obviously just appealing to things or people that I am not or I'm not interested in. Shows like Dress Up Darling became really popular because of the main character being hot. But when you actually like watch it, it's not really that fan servicey. It has a couple of scenes, but they are not really like the reason people drool over the girl. You know what I mean? It's difficult because I don't want to like put it in like written in stone when it's so much about context and it's so much about like seeing the reactions of people around it, right? Like when I hear people talking about Nagatoro, for example, I hear people talking about how they look at her, look at how degrading she is. Look at that face, she's about to step on you. Oh hell yes, you know? Like they may not say the word fan service, but they say I want Nagatoro to bully me personally. It's like they're not talking about the plot, they're just talking about how much they want the girl. Personally, that's when I feel like, okay, so that's what the show is aiming to be, and I'm not interested in that. At this rate, I'm never gonna wait. I'm gonna get to the bottom of the chat. Medioko-san is a horror manga I was talking about. They appeal to thirsty anime fans just like you said, and it's too distracting. I totally get you. I will never watch it because I don't watch horror. I just find it hilarious that we're talking about this as the Snake is working on her swimsuit art. You voted for this! You voted for this! This is not my responsibility, okay? Imagine your first anime being to Love Ru. I don't know what it is. I don't think I want to know. Zoomed in on the hip pebbles. I'm trying. At least these are coming out, finally. I feel like if I wanted to, something unsay-so, I'd watch the actual unsay-so stuff. Same! If you want to watch something actually like built for that, why not watch the real thing? God, I hate the trip and fall crap. Me too! She wouldn't be if y'all weren't so horny. What? Oh yeah, the swimsuit art! You voted! Back in the day, Senseiya, Inuyasha, and Orphan were the good sheep. Watching Blood in Cartoon Network was a game changer here. Yeah, Blood is a different thing. I feel like with Blood, I also have an issue with shows that feel like they're doing way too much gore just for shock value and not for any sort of like narrative value. But that's even harder to parse. That's even harder to judge. That's not how boobs work! Elyssia Nikos, boob haver expert. Listen, I have boobs, therefore I can tell you that they don't move independently in different directions. They are affected by gravity in the same direction. I remember SGT Toad, where the MC sees the banana peel and just has to slip on it for comic appeal despite knowing it's there. What is SGT Toad? What is that? Same especially in video games. I'm not playing post-apocalyptic shooter to watch a striptease when a body is supposed to stalk is getting... When a body I'm supposed to stalk is getting away. Yeah. I find it funny when the girl responds to the fan service with violence. I don't! It frustrates me! Am I the only one that likes shows that have less fan service but makes me feel happy and wholesome inside? Shunibiyu is one very good example. No, I'm talking about how I don't like the fan service actually. We're literally hating on loot fan service right now, lol. But yeah, I'm much more rather funny and wholesome stuff over lootness drama or epic. I like drama. I don't like epic that much. I think character-based drama is better for me than world-ending stakes, personally. I see the value in both, though. Sounds to me like Ellie is arbitrarily deciding that some shows surely cannot be good if they contain fan service, and if they like it, it must be for fan service. No, I'm not saying they can't be good, okay? I'm not saying, listen, I am not saying they can't be good. I'm saying when most people that I see talking about a show are talking about how hot the main girl is and how they want to be in the position of the main character because they want the hot girl to step on them, and they're not talking about the plot, it makes me feel that the plot is not that good or important. Because why are people not talking about it? People are literally just talking about how they want the girl. So what is the show? What does the show try to be aside from hot? You know? If I don't hear people talking about it, then I have no baseline to have any impression that it's anything more than that. Nagatoro was literally a corn originally. I'm not surprised. What I watch Nagatoro to see is their actual relationship succeed. No, see, I've never even heard of that. Do they actually have a relationship? Do they? I heard a lot of good things about Nagatoro personally. I have not had the time to watch it, but yeah, people were talking a lot about it getting anime adaptation finally. Yeah, people were talking about it, but all I heard about it personally, me, all Elyssia Nikos heard about it was, oh my god, she's so hot. I want her to bully me like that. Can you imagine having an outdoor in your life that's gonna make that face while she throws water on you and steps on you? Like, that's all I heard, literally. Ellie, do not search for To Love Ru. Is everything wrong with ecchi anime in a single pack? I'll believe you, and I won't. There's good things about ecchi, I suppose, for those who are seeking for ecchi. When AI creators discovered far saver generations, I mean, I'm pretty sure that was one of the first things that AI tried to do, right? Like one of the first things that it was used for. I enjoy more everyday life stays. I kind of do too, kind of. In To Love Ru, the MC is the most pathetic and coward being in the planet and the most beautiful girls in the galaxy, not on the Earth, fall for him for no reason and he rejects them because I don't know. Then I won't watch it. I think it's difficult for me to relate to your point of view because of how little I give about what other people say. There's a few shows I heard good things about, a couple of shows. There's a few shows I heard good things about, a couple of shows. I mean, understandable, but as someone who guides what's next on my to-watch list based on what I hear people saying about it, it really marks how much I prioritize them or how much I think they're gonna fit for me. Tasoga Otome Amnesia was made by an author from the age scene and the signs are there, but it's actually very good. You say that and you said amnesia, and that made me think of the Otome Amnesia, the actual like Otome. Anyways, I'm reaching the bottom of the chat again. So, Ecchi wants to be hentai, but is too scared to be. Either go the full way or don't at all. I'm assuming there is a market for it, but I'm surprised that it's as big as it is. It's extremely rare for me to care what anyone says. I watch what I find, and if I like it, then I look into reviews or reactions, and that's about it. Once more, Rancor, you and me are on like the opposite sides of the scale here. I want her tragic backstory to step on my face. What? Some of my favorite shows of all time are literally barely talked about outside of respective fan bases. And those are the best gems, aren't they? The hidden gems. Oh no, you know the game! What game? I think of Amnesia, the horror game. No, I'm thinking about the Otome. Otome, I guess it's normal for Ellie to be interested in them. Oh yeah, I'm really into Otomes. Really into Otomes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're good. Most Otomes are not good. At least in my experience. They're very tropey, quite unimaginative. But you know what? Sometimes you need a little trash. Sometimes you need a little bit of trash. As long as it's your trash. Your flavor of trash. In fact, the first thing AI art was used for is Rule 34, and it's still 95% of what it's used for. I would have assumed, yeah. You mean the game with the dog cage, right? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. It's one of the first Otomes that I owned, actually. Yeah, I think it might have been one of the first Otomes I actually bought. My first Otomes were free to play, but the first one that I actually like bought with money, I think might have been Amnesia. Anyways, I got to the bottom of the chat, so let me talk about Tact OP Destiny. Tact OP Destiny is a gacha game anime adaptation. And so when you go to the reviews, most reviews are saying things like, watch this if you want to watch a 12-episode advertisement for a gacha game in which they peddle waifus at you just to get whales that will like just, I don't know, you know, the reasonable things to complain about with a gacha anime. Except it feels like none of those people actually watched the show. Because when I went into it, knowing that it was a gacha anime adaptation, I expected 1 billion waifus. I expected at least 1 waifu per episode. And I expected a lot of PNG peddling. Like, look at all of these fan-servicey PNGs that you, yes you, guy, can own in your harem if you just pay for the gacha. That's what I expected. Instead, Instead, I found that it's a show with 5 PNG waifus. Okay? 5. One of them is a main character. Listen, I'm gonna zoom in because I feel so heated about this. It's 1 main character, 1 secondary character, 1 character that shows up in literally like 2 episodes because it's like a extra character, and 2 characters that aren't even in the game. Those are PNGs that don't exist as PNGs. You can't buy them. They're not peddling them to you because you literally can't get them. So in total, this anime that is quote-unquote, according to a lot of reviews, a 12-episode advertisement for gathering whales that will want these PNG waifus, only has 3 PNG waifus that it's showing you. Not advertising. It has 0 fun surveys, like 0 sexy scenes, 0 boob shots, 0 panty shots, 0 oh no, I fell into your hands and now you're groping me. Literally none of that, which is everything that I expected from a quote-unquote gacha advertisement. Okay? So I'm really pissed at people not even giving it a chance because it shows that they didn't even give it a chance. Aside from that, a lot of people said that it was like, oh, it's an unimaginative storyline. It's like, people don't complain about that with every single shonen that comes out, and it's the exact same kind of story that the other popular shonens has. Why are we complaining about this when, yeah, sure, we've seen the post-apocalyptic world with creatures that humans have to defend from, but how many zombie shows are there? How many zombie shows are there? Are you saying that there can only be 1? Excuse me? Anyways, this show has no harems. This show is very like character-based. It's not a story about a post-apocalyptic society where people have to fight monsters. It's a story about 3 people trying to move on and grow from grief. Literally, the actual content of the show is character-based. It's about growing after trauma and learning to let go of trauma and grief. And people don't seem to think that. People seem to think that it's an advertisement gacha for some goddamn reason. And it makes me really upset because a lot of people don't give a show a try. And it's sad because it deserves a chance. If what you go into the show for is the harem of the main character, the generic main character getting a harem of waifus, you're not gonna get that. If what you want is sexy waifus, you're not gonna get that. I mean, they are sexy, but they're not trying to be. They're not peddling the boobs and the panties and stuff, you know? And I saw some reviews that said like, oh, it's bad, like the animation is bad. Bitch, it's Mappa with Madhouse. What are you talking about? Oh, the music was bad in a show that is about music. What are you? I had goosebumps when I heard the track of like the track that is very clearly that has some of. Okay, oh my god. Okay, the characters are named. Some of the characters are named after specific music tracks. Specific musics, okay? Like the main character is called Destiny after Symphony No. 5 by Beethoven. And there are specific scenes in which if you pay attention to the music, you can hear the Beethoven under it. It's not exactly like the Symphony No. 5, it's a specific track made for the show, but it clearly has Symphony No. 5 contemplated into the composition. And people were saying the music was bad. Anyways, I just got really mad because I really liked this show. And Sorry! I've seen so many anime that was manga bait that ends with a cliffhanger that has no intention of being resolved because go read the manga, you pleb. And this is a show that in 12 episodes absolutely starts and finishes its storyline. Okay? It takes 12 episodes to just tell you a story and it finishes it. And people call it an advertisement. You want to know what's an advertisement? All of those anime that end in nothing because you can go read the manga. Go do that. So, for those of you who said yes to the ranting, do you regret it? Do you regret saying that it was okay for me to rant? Just a question. Where are we? Where are we? Where are these skills that I did? That's the hat. I should rename this hat. Those are gonna get in there. Okay. We're moving forward. We're moving forward. I'm going to do another attempt at the hands, maybe? Or maybe I'll need to find references for that. Maybe I'll do another attempt at those scales. I think maybe we do the belly scales. Okay. Did you play / like it? Vorador. For Amnesia, yes, I played it, but I didn't play all of the routes. Did I like it? I'm still holding my decision on that because the one route that I'm the most interested in is the extra like secret route, and for that I'm pretty sure I need to play all of the other routes. So until I play the secret route, which is the one that I'm actually the most interested in, I don't know that I can give an opinion, because it's one of those otomes that feels like you only get the full experience once you've done the secret route. I'm really into slice of life and probably school life kind of series. What does that say about me, you think? I don't know. I think maybe that you... I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just that you want to enjoy the simple things in life. Maybe you're a stop and smell the flowers kind of person. Maybe? Being someone who's never desired a partner for his whole life, I kind of want an anime where loads of girls go after him, but he treats them like an annoyance and keeps telling them to go away. I'm pretty sure there's an anime like that. I'm pretty sure there's at least one anime like that. And if not, this is going to come out of the blue. This is going to feel like not what you're asking for at all. But I'm sure there's one anime in which a fan of yaoi gets really hot, grows into a beaut after one summer, and she has all these boys suddenly chasing her, and she just keeps trying to get them to be interested in one another because she's a fan of yaoi. That's the closest thing that I can think of to what you're saying. But if that exists, there has to be one that is exactly what you're talking about. One of my favorite harem comic ended with the ones other than the main girl moving on and finding people they truly liked. Oh my god, yes! Yes! That's exactly what needs to happen. Having the waifus without the gacha seems like a good deal, to be fair. I mean, honestly, it's really good designs as well. I don't mind gacha designs because they are mostly so good. Mostly gacha shows or gacha animes or gacha games, what they really have is good visual design. And I really like watching the designs. What I don't like is the predatory business models. I think the only edges I'd recommend are Monster Girl Doctor and interspecies reviewers because they have actually good world building and characters. I will not recommend Monster Musume or Nagatoro. I recommend interspecies reviewers because it's not about the ecchi as much as it is about the comedy world building. Like, I think Gigak said it best. It's a show that uses the ecchi, but what it's actually more concerned with being is funny. He didn't say it exactly like that, but he called it like a comedy show dressed as ecchi or something like that. And I fully agree. As a comedy, it's freaking brilliant. It's just that the vehicle that it chooses to tell that comedy is ecchi, but it's so much better when you focus on the comedy aspect of it, because it's what it really does best. You know who really makes good gacha game adaptations? ufotable, who has made Fate Grand Order anime and the upcoming Genshin Impact. My problem with Fate is that it has 1 billion seasons, and I absolutely cannot even start the concept of, like, tackling it. I can't. Hey, they're saving budget of animation. Where? Don't remind me I can never get my PNG waifus for real. No, I mean even in the games. You can't get the PNGs if they don't exist in the game. Why do I feel like Monster Girl Doctor is fine on fan service and actually good? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I really need to. I really need to. But I want to. I don't know. I personally really dislike harem as a genre. Me too, except, and here's where some people may call me a hypocrite, but as I said before, everyone needs their trash. I love reverse harem anime. I admit that they are 99.9% trash. Okay? That's the difference, I think. A lot of people talk about their favorite like anime as the most beautiful thing in the world, even if the reason they like it is something like ecchi. But in my case, yeah, I love reverse harem anime. It's my trash. It's trash, but it's mine. You know? It's my fast food. I'm not going to recommend it because it's not healthy and it's mostly like kind of like not even that tasty if you compare it to good ass restaurant food. But it's my trash. And I'll enjoy it. Oh my god. And I'll enjoy it. Does anyone know about Senko-san? I don't think it sounds familiar to me. I find it there's always some exceptions, but I know from experience someone that's a person wanting to get laid with you when you don't want to is a very unpleasant thing. Oh yeah, no, that's, if we're gonna get serious, then yeah, it's a terrible freaking thing. Seeing a guy have that exact thing with 6 girls doesn't seem funny at all to me. Yeah, same. Strike the Blood is the only harem series I can think of that I actually enjoyed. Never heard of it. Korean Zombie Death Car is a must-watch. Leave all your harem prejudices behind. If it has a harem, you've already tagged my interest. My favorite harem webcomic was Girls of Wild because it started a harem and ended a nice one-on-one relationship. Isn't that all harems though? Don't all harems technically end one-on-one relationship? Because isn't that the point? Like seeing who wins or whatever? I remember I watched when I was first starting to get into the world of anime, I watched one harem that I was recommended. And my immediate reaction was, why did she recommend this to me? Why did this person recommend this? I am not the target audience for this. Okay, that's way too thick compared to the other ones. Because there was an actual character relationship. I love actual character relationships, man. I guess Manmusu I also enjoy, though I don't really tend to think of it as a harem. I don't like it because of what you mentioned, though. Wait, by who? By who what? Who by who what? You need to be more explicit because I don't read your comments until like 10 minutes after. Online aggregate reviews are very much hive mind mentality. Yeah, and sometimes they're not worth it. The stream is going to have just a small amount of art, isn't it? Every single art stream has a small amount of art. I think everyone should choose to enjoy things based on their own and not worry if others enjoy it. The problem is that a lot of people are going to go... We don't have infinite time. Therefore, if we have to choose what to watch, we are going to use things like reviews to help us make a decision on if it's worth it or not. And when a show like this, that I think is really solid, gets shat on for things that it's not even doing, it makes me really mad. Because more people are not gonna see it. I almost didn't see it. I almost didn't watch it because I thought it was going to be a 12-episode advertisement for a gacha game. with a bunch of fan service. And it wasn't. I think, no, man, I haven't watched an anime in the longest time. Wish I had more time. I should have wake up earlier. No! Dude, you already woke up so early. Are you at least trying to sleep 6 or 7 hours? Please. Please tell me you're sleeping at least 6 to 7 hours, Duke. Please. I can beat that. Murder Princess did in 6 episodes. What is Murder Princess? You were ranting? Yeah, I was. Never I love Ellie rants. Okay, good. So I'm glad that you guys enjoy it, because I have these feelings. I've had these feelings. And I'm still pissed. I'm still annoyed. When I watched a lot of anime, I would pull a chart of what's releasing this season and pick whatever looked interesting on first impression. That and a lot of stuff that I discovered from AMVs. Because I don't have time to just check stuff out, I use reviews and opinions of people that I trust, their tastes. My main problem with that is that a lot of the reviewers that I trusted have turned to a model of only watching maybe like the first 2 episodes and recommending based on that. And a lot of times, things are gonna start going bad mid-season if they do. And so, like, opinions will be really inaccurate to the actual quality of the anime. The sad fate of most shows are that there is only enough money to make 12 to 13 24-minute episodes, and even if the show's good, they won't continue the anime forever. I know! Listen, a lot of people have... there are mixed opinions about this. I learned that with... Oh, I forgot the name of it. Oh god, what was the name of this anime? The one with the kids, with the redhead kid, and they had... It was a really good show. I forgot the name, I'm trying to think of it, and all that's coming to my mind is Land of the Lustrous, which is a different show. But yeah, when that show came out, the one that I can't remember, but the one that was like very... I even put it in my favorites. The one with the redhead girl and the Sasuke looking kid, and they had like barcodes tattooed in their necks, and if you know, you know. Something paradise, I think. Whatever. I don't remember the name right now. I'm terrible with names. With that one, for example, a lot of people got really mad. A lot of people got really mad because the ending of season 2 kind of like gave you a speedrun of the rest of the story. They showed like 3 different stills, or like 5 different stills summarizing what happens in the manga, and they rushed to the end of the story. And a lot of people got really mad at that, and they were like, "This is bullshit. This is bad, and it spoiled the manga for me." And it didn't tell the story. And I felt like I was the only person in the world who actually felt happy. Because if the show is not going to continue, they have 2 options. They either just leave it in a cliffhanger and tell you, go read the manga if you want more. Or they give it an ending, closure of some or another kind. And I personally am not a manga reader. So most stories that end in a manga bait, I just never get to get the feeling that I finished them. And with this one, I got the feeling that if I wanted to understand what those flash forwards were, if I wanted to understand all of those stills that the show was putting in front of my face, I can go and read the story. Looks good. But if I'm not going to go read the story for whatever reason, I can get closure. And I understand that people were pissed. I understand that a lot of people think that if they get told the ending, what's the point of watching? But in my opinion, it was like, I don't... Like, the destination is not as important as the journey in most stories. So, I'm happy to have the destination, and if it's, like, something that I care enough about, I'll get to enjoy the journey. I like fantasy slice of life. Very understandable. Fantasy makes everything better. No Game No Life be like? No Game No Life be like the worst manga beat I've ever freaking seen. And I didn't even like it because it was so fanservice-y. 2018 was the only year in my life I actually got to watch a show from every season. And it was a really good year for anime. I don't watch anime while it's airing. I think I've said this before. I wait until it's done. Slice of life, a curious genre. I can't think of myself as a slice of life fan, and I never look for one to watch, but I enjoy almost every one I actually do watch. Pretty much the same thing happens to me. They're not eye-grabby enough, right? They're not like, they don't catch your attention enough for you to put them in the priority. But then you watch them and it's like, yeah, I enjoyed that. Damn, I really like that. You know? No Game No Life is a show a girl I was spending a lot of time with made me watch. It was okay, but the visuals with all these highlights made my eyes hurt. Oh yeah, the visuals are kind of eye-strainy. The one you're referring to is Kiss Him, Not Me, but in my idea, it's this dull, plain guy all girls love for no reason whatsoever. There has to be an anime like that, isn't there? That's such a like an easy subversion of genre to make. Gacha games need to be predatory, the ones that are not close in 1 or 2 years. Well, I'm expecting this one that the anime was made for to close, because it only has like 12 PNGs in total. Like the entire game has 12 PNGs and that's it. That's fair. I just have a decent list of wholesome slice of life anime I can recommend. I personally just don't feel it like super attention grabbing, so mostly I don't watch them, and then when I watch them, I really like them. Well, then again, what do we count as slice of life? Something like Toradora or Horimiya. Horimiya? No. Something like Toradora, for example, does it count as slice of life? Because it's technically more like a romance show? I will never get why gachas are loved so much despite being blatantly predatory cash grabs. I don't know, I only love one of them, and I can tell you that it's because of the characters and the storylines and the love that you can feel the devs putting on the characters, and that's it, personally. Toradora is very much slice of life. See, that's the thing. I wouldn't necessarily consider it a slice of life as a main genre. I would consider romance to be the main genre. But it's obviously also slice of life. So that's another thing. Like, I enjoy romance a lot. Romance animes. But they give me an extremely different feeling than slice of life that isn't centered around romance. In the specific review, it sounds way too spicy for me, unless I think of a wrong show. Oh no, it's way too spicy. It's like extremely spicy. It's basically hentai. It's basically hentai. But it is funny as hell. It's basically hentai, but it is like way more concerned about making a nice world building, like giving you nice world building and funny scenes and dynamics. That's the main thing it does. And I also, here's another thing. I find it, in comparison to a lot of other like H content, ecchi or outright hentai, I find it pretty freaking respectful in the way it treats people, except for one character that I hated the The one joke about that character, I hated it. But aside from that one character, I found it pretty respectful. Pretty respectful. Not entirely respectful, but pretty respectful. This is awful. This is awful. This needs a little bit of deforming. And probably a lot of fixing, but for now, that's good. For now, that's fine. And little by little, we're doing it. But little by little, we're doing it. Maybe for next time, I will finish the lines of everything we've done. And we'll just have to do the hand and the hair. And we'll be done. We'll be able to start coloring if I do the lines on my free time. Because, like, most of it is done. So we're gonna keep it there. Because it's been more than 2 hours. It's already way past the time. Like, well past the time. 7 minutes past the time. So we're gonna stop it here. It was a good talk. It was a good talk. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the talk. I'm fine with harem when the girls are interesting and not sociopathically violent. My first reaction to tsunderes is close to tab. I'm personally not the biggest fan of tsunderes either, but they are not a deal breaker for me. But I'm not a fan. Nobody's going to judge you for liking reverse harem anime. It's not like you love loli shoujo furry. No, I don't. Listen. I don't call myself a furry. Because I don't participate in the community enough. We've talked about this. I do like furry art, furry movies, and furry anime. I think Beastars is a really cool anime. I think Zootopia is a nice movie. I like furry things. And we don't talk about Brand New Animal because, oh boy, that show's... I almost said something that I was going to regret. Brand New Animal is a lot... underutilized. Yes. Brand New Animal, I found to be disappointing in its use of its own potential. There we go. There we go. I professionalized it. I professionalized my statement. The Promised Neverland! That's the one! That's the one! That's the one! Oh god. Oh god, how far away am I from the bottom of the chat? Welcome, Crooked Gamer! I see that you arrived at some point. If you're still here, welcome. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome! Okay. Whew. Psycho-san is more like a god fox that comes to an overworked adult's place and decides to take care of him. It can twist the heart, but I recommend as one of the feel-good short series. Oh, I've heard about that one. I think I do have it on my watch later list. I think, maybe. There's still something to be said about the yandere genre. I actually like it most of the times if it's well done. And a lot of the times I feel like it's not well done. It's one of those things where you can like things that are not good morally because, like, you're not equating art to reality. Crooked Gamer, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I need to dedicate a day to just brainlessly watch anime. As much as I hate when people de-brain themselves, last time I got into actually just watching something, I had a pretty good time. I hope you get to do that. I do hope you get to do that. Sometimes it's what we need, man. Sometimes what we need is just a little bit of brain popcorn, you know? To be fair, waking up earlier is usually healthier for you than sleeping in. I think it's healthier to sleep at least a set amount of hours. Regardless of what time. Here's the thing. Waking up earlier is healthier is a very blanket statement, and it doesn't work for everyone. Because everyone has different, like, internal clocks. Not everyone has different internal clocks, but there's like 4 different types of, like, internal clock schedule you can have. You know, it's not a myth that there's nocturnal people and day people. It's just a part of our evolution brains. I think I got around 4 to 6 hours of sleep sometimes. Please, Duke, please. Please, you need to sleep a little bit more. Yes, like that 2-month period where my body would wake me up at 5 AM on weekends. Yeah, I remember it. I thought it was still going on. I'm glad to hear that you comment on it being a 2-month period. It would imply that it's done. Imagine watching only 1-2 episodes of Madoka and making a video about it. Exactly! I'd usually literally judge the book by its cover. I look at the thumbnail art, and if it looks appealing, I watch. In all honesty, I have pretty good track record with it. I'm glad that you've got good track record with it. I don't think I feel confident enough in that as a method. Common rule of thumb is to watch the first 3 episodes before rendering judgment. I follow that, except I feel in longer animes, 3 is not enough and you need to watch like half the season. If it's a longer anime, if it's 12 episodes, 3 should be enough. I gave the 3 chapters rule to almost everything I watch. If the anime doesn't manage to hook me in 3 chapters, the animators, voice actors, and directors failed at doing their jobs. Yeah, I do agree with that. But except for like longer anime. Definitely feels like the amount of shows that looked good on the thumbnail did not end up being good in the end. 3 episodes, wait. Definitely feels like the amount of shows that looked good on the thumbnail did not end up being good in the end. I don't think I understand that. Demon Wonderland, I watched it, I didn't like it. I did not like Demon Wonderland. Is it the one, The Promised Neverland? Yeah, it was The Promised Neverland. I forgot. 3 episodes rule is a good rule to have when watching a bunch of shows. By episode 3, you should have a fairly informed opinion if it's for you or not. Yep. At least with Madoka, it definitely is. You got recommended to me when your membership opened up. Then I saw your debut stream where you trashed on Blobfish, and now I'm a tech publisher. I'm sorry, I trashed on Blobfish. I didn't know better. I'm sorry. Wonderland had a white hair girl, I think. Yeah, Denma Wonderland has a white girl. A white-haired girl who is very originally called... Can you guess? Her name is Shiro. Because she's white and she has white hair. To be honest, I just heard half of the description Ellie gave because I was distracted. Understandable. I was speaking a lot. Dropping earlier is risky unless it was actually repulsive to you, and going further is too much of a gamble, but watching 3 episodes is a good place to be when checking something out. I've definitely dropped shows after the 3 episodes because of that rule. Watching while it's airing is the least time-intensive way to watch. I like binging. I really don't like the idea of having to wait an entire week. When you talk about manga, I can never forget the one that was pretty good to me. It was completed, but never got an anime adaptation. It's about a rat that met the hateful cat in Zodiac City. I don't read manga, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Toradora is very much a slice of life. Yeah, we talked about it. BRB cat is making cat noises. That's what cats do. Horimiya is a fast slice of life romance and school life anime. So that's the one I was thinking about. Yeah, I really liked Horimiya. Again, I wouldn't necessarily call it a slice of life myself. I would call it a romance. And then clarify that it's a romance slice of life. But I would say that the romance part was a bit, like, a lot heavier for me than the slice of life aspect. Fun fact, it's a show I also watched with a girl I mentioned earlier, but she banned me from watching it because she said the characters are too much like me and her. She didn't want me to get any ideas, I guess. Watch, in Toradora? If you're being called like I don't remember the Ryu. If you're being compared to Ryu, I assume that means you are a very capable person in the kitchen and in cleaning, because that is all I remember about that guy. It's not all I remember, but the main thing that I remember was thinking, damn, that guy is definitely boyfriend material. He's great at cleaning and he enjoys it. He's good at cooking. He's very responsible with his mom and with his pets. He's like a really good cat. Like, strictly from a quality of life point of view, that seems like someone you could build a life with. Personally, I think he got the bad end of the stick with her. Because what did she bring to the table? Being cute? Beating people up? Pretty much nothing else. Very romantic of me to think about it in those terms, I know. Where did the time go today? It was super fun just talking stream. It was a pretty fun conversation stream. Technically it's an art stream, but we know how those goes in this channel. We know how those go. And this is why I actually really enjoy the like the challenges or the doodling streams a lot more, because when I feel like it's a full illustration I get super antsy. I think I should just focus on chibis more and maybe bring back the character design thing. I don't know, whatever I feel like I need this to look good at the end. I get too pressured. I feel too pressured. By myself, not by you guys, by my own perfectionism. You're making progress. You're just rationing it. I'm making progress. Listen, if I do the lines in my free time, you'll notice that it's practically done line-wise. Oh, it's nice to have a good talk. Yeah, I'm glad that you could be here for it. Seriously, I really do want you to sleep more just because it's healthier and good for you. But I really do enjoy it when I really do enjoy it when you're here. It's like Duke watching all the way from Japan, the whole 12 hours from now. Well, there's always yanderes. I think they are less common than tsunderes, though. Aren't they? I like tsunderes and violent female characters personally. As I said, tastes, like, there's someone who will enjoy something out there, right? It's all about it being a good match for you. Not necessarily that it's bad. I wouldn't say tsunderes are bad. They're just an archetype that I personally don't feel strongly about. For some people, they will love it. For some people, like Officer, they will close to the anime. For me, they're just there, you know? It's all about matching whatever you're looking for with your tastes. Zootopia's great? Yeah, it is. I was so sure she was going to call Zootopia an anime. Just oh yeah, my favorite anime, Mickey Mouse. There's a limit to how violent, but yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Listen, I said before that I like yanderes if they're well written. When I don't feel they're well written is when they're violent for violence sake, without like a good motivation behind it. Question, your membership perks list members only live streams as a perk. How does this work and when? I did one last week and I'm gonna do one next week. For now, I'm doing, I'm at least attempting to do 2 at the very least per month. And they're mostly gonna happen on Mondays or Tuesdays. I think next one, I'm probably gonna try on a Monday. Yeah. And if I ever feel like I have like the time and the space for it, I'll do like I could throw member gorillas out there, but I don't know. I don't know if I will. So for now, I'm not gonna promise it. Okay, I'm back. Did you finish the drawing? That's a funny joke, Leo. You're a funny dog. You're a funny dog, Leo. BNA is the only one I've seen. It was meh. As I said before, I'm going to say it very professionally and not swing a bat to a bee's nest or a wasp nest, rather. BNA is an anime full of potential that is unfortunately underutilized. It is a show that could be significantly better than it is. That's my professional way of stating my opinion about brand new animal. Yeah, she absolutely finished the art. Oh yeah, it's ready to post. Just like this. It's perfect. Ready to go. Supposedly God allowed it, but that's nonsense. What? Gandere, Gandalfere. Did I say it Gandere instead of Yandere? I'm sorry. Last time I really enjoyed an anime that isn't Gundam or Demon Slayer is actually Bofuri. I haven't seen Bofuri. I've seen clips of it. The clips of it that I saw, I liked. It was a 2-month period. I went to that wedding where I caught the panini and I was dying for a week, but it reset my clock and I was able to sleep on weekend again. Okay, at least one thing came out of it then. You know what? At least one good thing. She really burned through it at the end. Never seen anything like it. It was enough. I was waiting for you to go. That's exactly what happened. I was waiting for you to go to finish the art. Yeah, exactly that. I'm neither nocturnal nor day people. I can sleep for the amount of time I have left before working people. I think I'm more of a nocturnal person because I can be extremely sleepy throughout the entire day. And even if I'm sleepy at night, it's like a part of me activates and it's like really hard to feel sleepy when like actual nighttime comes. I loved them on Wonderland as an edgy teenager. Yeah, Shiro, she was my waifu. The reason I didn't like it is because I personally don't like cruelty that feels in narratives and in real life. In real life, I don't like any cruelty, but in narratives, I don't like cruelty that feels unnecessary. And not just unnecessary, but also like two universes that are too cruel. You know what I mean? Like, if a universe is just cruel because that's the state of it in a narrative, that just becomes something that I can't really vibe with. In Denma Wonderland, the thing that really did it for me, that I couldn't like enjoy the show, was this idea that people paid money to go to a park, an amusement park, where the amusement part of it was to just watch people die horrifically. And the reason I don't like that is because in something like Squid Games, I think it works because it's like 6 to 10 people, right? You can have 6 to 10 people, really like fucked up people that will enjoy that. That seems very like realistic to me. There are fucked up people in the world. With something like Denma Wonderland, it was an entire amusement park, you know? An entire amusement park. Thousands upon thousands of people. And if you have thousands upon thousands of people in an amusement park that is running the entire year long, or even just seasonally, that is hundreds of thousands of people in the universe that are just amused and entertained by watching people die horrifically. That is something that I cannot enjoy, you know? If the world feels extremely cruel, it pulls me out of the... It's not that it pulls me out, I just don't want to watch that universe. If that makes sense. Back from work, glad to catch the ending. Welcome back, Asura. I hope that you have a great rest. Welcome, welcome home. You did great. Congratulations on finishing the day. You made it. Now you get to relax. You get to just be. Ellie's review of Denma Wonderland. It has a white girl. I mean, my honest review is that I can't really remember much of it other than all of the gore and the cruelty of it, and that's all I can remember of it, really. It's so cruel. It's just extremely cruel, and I can't really hold on to any other parts of it. Oh, it's a pun on her hair color! Yeah, it is. Daniel, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome! I'll try to get more sleep, but early morning is the only time I can exercise. Lol, the struggle is real. Oh, well, so you are changing something healthy for another thing healthy. At least that's good. At least that's good. Because exercising is also healthy. I liked Bofuri Season 1 until the finale. Didn't really enjoy how Season 1 ended. Was still very excited for Season 2, but couldn't get into it as much as 1. Since I haven't seen it, I don't know what you're talking about. But are you going to give, like, more seasons a try if there are more? What do you think? Do you think it was good enough? Or did it, like, sour you to it? Sorry I wasn't here. I was polishing some gems. You were doing a good thing, Dario. You were doing a good thing. And that's what matters. But welcome. Brother was a keeper. Yeah, he was. I think the new season of Horimiya that's coming out is more slice of life than romance. I would say probably, considering that the romance part was the beginning. Like, the first season was meeting, growing feelings, becoming a couple. So that's out of the way. Now you just get to see daily life occurrences. Makes sense. I'm still looking forward to it. I do also tend to look a bit scary while being pretty much the opposite of that. Well, she was definitely on the short side with that explosive temper. Damn, you were a real life Toradora. Real life Toradora. I can't believe I had an anime here with me all this entire time. I also got back from a visit to some mental health professional. He told me I have no cure and it's time for me to let my Joker arc begin. There's no way he told you that. There's no way he told you that. If he did, you need to change professionals. If he did, you need to change professionals. We have enough. We have enough in this country. Just switch to another one if you can. If he told you that. I need to rush a little bit because it's been long enough for the wrap up. So I'm gonna rush. Stop bringing new topics or new animes, please. This is the moment where I ask you to wrap up the themes we already have. Didn't work between us in the end though. Arguments are not really something I can have in my relationships. My parents pretty much never argue, and I don't really want to either. It's really important to learn how to communicate effectively to reduce the amount of arguments. I think some arguments are bound to happen in any relationship. But if you become better at communication, that can get better. I used to fight with my mom literally every single day at one point, or even twice per day. It used to be very bad. And then I became much better at, like, talking from, like, much better at expressing my own feelings and expressing what I was thinking and feeling and wanting without pinning any blame on the other. Not without pinning, but instead of saying you do this and you're always doing this and that makes you bad because of this, I started communicating a lot more effectively on I feel hurt when this happens because of these reasons. And you wouldn't believe how much actually learning to communicate reduces arguments and improves relationships. Again, it's still, like, I think it's always going to be impossible to completely stop arguments, but it's definitely possible to become better at communicating and reducing arguments. Everything is someone's favorite thing. Yeah, and that's good, I think. It's good that people have different tastes. Yanderes are better than tsunderes because they don't call you a moron every 5 seconds. Yanderes actually tell you that they care for you more than their lives or the lives of somebody else. Which, again, not great in real life, but it makes for great drama. It makes for great narrative sometimes. And they shank people you don't like. Well, depending on the narrative, but yeah, that's... Honestly, it's a good way to spice the narrative and give it more drama, in my opinion. It depends if it's a Riekugi Miya Tsundere or anyone else. I don't know who Riekugi Miya is. Frankly, the same happened to me. They get scared when I'm just being cool and collected, and my ex was the opposite and explosive. Being with an explosive person sounds like a lot of work. Being with a very explosive temper person sounds like a lot of work. As someone who spent 4 years studying Japanese culture, I would never object to anyone calling cartoon anime, considering people in Japan do it. I think the reason people get mad at it is because here in the West, cartoon has a connotation of being just for kids. And that's why people get mad more often than not, I think. In my opinion, the problem is precisely that people have this idea that cartoons are for kids. And that's why, we have to call it animation. Because if I say cartoon, people will think that I'm watching something for 5-year-olds. Which is very annoying, because at the end of the day, it is all the same medium. And it's sad that people think a medium is that limited in what kind of audience it can reach. I just got the strongest hit of a deja vu from the BNA talk. Ooh, deja vu is spicy. It's been a while since I've had deja vu. Gundam dere? I haven't watched Gundam, actually. Anyway, it fell into that unfortunate pit of I like all the characters in this show except the protagonist. The BNA show? Really? My problem wasn't the characters with that show. Not that I remember. It's been a while. You tried to say yandere genre, but you merged it into one word instead? That sounds like me. That sounds like me. I know very much what you mean. How freaking late am I to the chat? Okay. What are you talking about? Both for season 1 and they had me laughing until my stomach hurts. Well, different taste for different people. Lego Engineer, if you're still here, welcome. Hi, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I'm sorry that I got to you so late. You come from the jungles of Argentina? Yes. Subs or dubs? I assume you mean subtitles or dubbing. Subtitle 100% every single time, every single day. In the US, I know that it's less common because people are used to everything being made on their language, but because in other countries we get used to getting subtitles as soon as we can read, well, not everyone, but the lips don't match when you're seeing real life people, and so we get used to subs a lot more people get used to subs, because it's really annoying to watch dubbing, especially because the dubbing industry for a lot of shows and for a lot of channels and for a lot of movies is terrible, completely absolutely terrible. And I really do think that it's a lot more natural for me to watch something in its natural language. It's in the language that it was made instead of watching dubbing of it. Personally, Buffalo delivers the message, ignore the meta and play the game the way you like it and have fun very well. Yeah, that's the point of it, right? That's the point of the show. Also, isn't Denman Wonderland like an amusement park for filthy rich people? The thing is, you couldn't maintain an entire amusement park if only filthy rich people could go. Literally. Look at Westworld. The idea that this super mega rich park was sustained by the clientele, it was a complete absolute lie. It was maintained by billionaire deals on data collection. You literally cannot maintain an amusement park only catering to rich people. It just isn't how it works. Understandable, though it might be the case that people thought it was special effects. One dude comments, and even if it's not, they're convicts and they deserve it. It's still extremely cruel, you know? If someone was a convict and I hated what they did and I was like, oh yeah, this person is objectively terrible. Like the main character, he gets accused of killing a bunch of people, right? Even a person like that, I would want removed from society so that they can't hurt anyone else. But that doesn't mean that I would enjoy seeing them suffer. And I can't feel okay with a universe where people are so gleeful about watching others suffer. At the end of the day, doesn't that make them equally as bad as the convicts that they are watching die? If you are deriving glee from watching someone suffer and die horribly, aren't you as bad as someone who killed because they wanted to see people suffer and die? You're enjoying the same thing they were, supposedly. Right? I would still recommend watching Bofuri. It's very likely you won't have the problems I had with attending. It's a fun show. I think maybe I'll put it on my watch later. It just felt a little bit too casual for me. Like I needed a little I need some stakes. You know, my personal stake, my favorite stakes are the ones that are like personality based, character based, and not world ending. But I do feel like I need some stakes. Gotta go, stayed a half an hour too long anyways. Have a good evening. Goodbye, Ritish. I know that you're probably not here anymore. I'm so sorry, but goodbye. I hope you have a great rest of your day and night. My problem with Yandere is exactly the someone else's part. Like, putting myself in the character's shoes, I can take the abuse. I draw a super red line at anyone else getting hurt. That is perfectly understandable. That is 1000% reasonable, and that is actually how real people should feel in the real world every time. I personally, like, enjoy the narratives anyways, because again, it's definitely not something that I would enjoy in real life. But in the narrative, it adds drama. It adds spiciness to the narrative. No more tacos from now on, but I can tell you something. I love you, cute, wholesome, lovely snakes. Why? Why compliments? Why compliments? Why compliments? Why compliments? No compliments. It's a pretty old connotation though. Modern cartoons have been adult-oriented in the West for at least a decade, and that's for serialized shows. Yeah, and yet I still think that a lot of people haven't gotten past that connotation. Personally, that's the feeling that I get. Animated movies were always very much adult-friendly. Not from every studio. Not from every studio. There's like studios that are trusted by adults, like Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks, Laika. There are studios that you can trust, and then there are studios that do movies that seem like absolute nothingness, but baby distraction. Like I haven't watched a lot of these films, so I don't know if it's just how they look like from the trailers, but things like Boss Baby, it doesn't feel like it's very tolerable for anything other than kids, you know? Time is very thumbs up. I don't know what you were referring to that. Time is 5:33 a.m. right now as of this message. Gambarueli, you can catch up. Oh no, I'm not catching up. Fuck. I don't know why she's so flustered. This is going to be a standard 30-minute wrap-up. It's turning out to be a 40-minute wrap-up, I think. Well, no, 30-minute because I ended drawing late. Subs is cool, but you have to watch Ghost Stories in the... Oh, yeah, no. With Ghost Stories, that's two different things. It's not sub or dub. It's Ghost Stories original or Ghost Stories remastered. Like, it shouldn't even be called sub or dub, honestly. You're right, just look at Mickey Mouse. I'm the same as you, no unnecessary suffering. High five! Yay! Yay! That's the world I want to live in. And one of the only people out there that can be tortured by compliments. I think a lot of VTubers are like that. Dario turning her cheeks even pinker with the truth. Stop it. No compliments, just being sincere. Okay, I'm getting to the end. I'm getting to the end of the chat. DJ Deathtrap, welcome. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. You mentioned more movie studios than I knew existed, so that should be pretty telling. Yeah, I'm a very big fan of animation. Personally, I would say Laika is one of my favorites, absolute favorite studios. And I trust whatever they put out. I trust it to be like enjoyable by any. And then there are studios like what's their name? Illumination, aka the guys who made the Minions movies, have only made one franchise that I think is enjoyable for anyone other than kids, as far as I know. They may have put out other franchises that I completely ignored because I don't trust them. But they made a million Minion movies. If that doesn't tell you what kind of content they do. Gotta leave, this was really fun even though I didn't know most things being talked about. I hope that, I'm glad to hear that you had fun too. Regardless of the topics. I hope that my slow drawing is somewhat enjoyable. Standard 40-minute wrap-up. It is indeed. Ghost Stories is just too good. Oh yeah. But it's an entirely different show. Glad I could make it today. Thanks for the stream, Ellie. Thank you for being here, Duke. I hope that you get to rest properly. I hope that your exercising is doing well. And I hope that you have a great day right now that you're starting. Have a good day. I've been good being here from earlier and quiet while multitasking. Oh, okay. So that makes me feel less guilty. You didn't arrive at the very end just for me to say goodbye. So I'm glad that you were here before. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. And that is the end of the chat. I'm sure that you guys stopped typing so that I could catch up. So I thank you very much for that. But that means that we get to go. I get to go have merienda. I get to go have my tea. And you guys get to rest, hopefully, especially those of you who have already come back from work and studies. I hope that you have a very relaxing time and that you feel very fresh when you wake up tomorrow. Yeah, we had to stop. Thank you. So, have a great rest of your day. Have a great sleep. If you enjoyed the video, I will ask you this one time to just press the like button. I'm not gonna say anything funny about it because I have no ideas today. But I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to drink water. Don't forget to try to eat nutritiously and try to sleep 7 to 9 hours. And most important of all, be kind to yourself and others, okay? Oh, and also may the 4th be with you. Yay! I forgot. Thank you, DJ Deathtrap. Fun stream, take care, Ellie. Are you sure you want me to? I would like it if you press the like button. That's how I lost Crumpets is now going to hit the dislike button, actually. But I would really appreciate it if you were to click the like button. Oh, thank God he's not here. Anyway. Stab that like button like it's a creepy amusement park for the rich. You know what? Yeah, I should have said something like that. There was material. Okay then, but it will undo my like. Oh, you were being clever. You were being tricky. You were tweaking me. I need to stop. Oh my God. I need to stop. What happened? Why did the bug bite me? Ignore Crumpus, it doesn't count. Well, he's not here. And canceling my I always like your streams and videos. Ooh. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm going before I make this worse. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to stretch and drink water. Try to sleep 7 to 9 hours and try to eat nutritiously. And most important of all, be kind to yourself and others, alright? Take care, my snake shifters.